There is a curious thing I have noticed over the years. People rarely tell me when manifestation is working. Oh no, they write only when it appears to have stopped. My manifestation isn't working. I've tried everything. I've visualized. I've repeated affirmations. I've filled journals with my dreams. And still, nothing. If that sounds familiar, may I first reassure you of something? You are certainly not alone. In fact, I have recently been reading a rather interesting book by Keith Everett called The Manifestation Code, and I found myself smiling more than once. Not because the ideas were new to me, but because they were explained so simply and practically. It reminded me that although the world has changed enormously since my day, human nature has changed very little. We still hope. We still worry. And if I may say so with great affection, we still have a remarkable talent for getting in our own way. A gentleman once insisted that he possessed complete faith that abundance was on its way. He then spent the next quarter of an hour explaining why it probably wasn't. You see the difficulty. Our words often travel in one direction, while our beliefs quietly stroll in the opposite direction. That is rather like rowing a boat with one oar pushing forward and the other pulling backwards. You make an impressive amount of effort. You simply don't arrive anywhere. One young lady wrote to me saying she had repeated her affirmations every morning for 6 months. Wonderful, I replied. And how did you spend the rest of your day? She looked rather puzzled. I worried, she admitted. There we are, I said gently. You spent 5 minutes planting flowers and the remaining 12 hours watering the weeds. Now, please don't misunderstand me. I'm not suggesting that one doubtful thought ruins everything. If that were true, none of us would manifest anything at all. We are human beings, not perfect beings. The problem arises when doubt becomes our permanent residence, when fear becomes more familiar than faith, when we spend more time wondering whether something will happen than quietly expecting that it will. That is why so many people believe manifestation has failed. In reality, it has often become confused. Imagine posting 2 letters on the same morning. The first says, "Please deliver wonderful opportunities." The second says, "Please ignore the first letter. I don't believe it will happen anyway." One can hardly blame the postman for looking a little bewildered. Life responds far more clearly when our thoughts, feelings, and expectations begin speaking the same language. So before we ask, why isn't manifestation working? Perhaps we should ask a more gentle question. What message have I truly been sending? For many people, that single question changes everything. But if mixed messages are the problem, how do we bring our thoughts, feelings, and expectations back into harmony? The answer is much simpler than most people imagine. Many people believe manifestation is about finding the perfect affirmation, or the perfect vision board, or the perfect meditation. They move from one technique to another as though collecting recipes. Florence would probably smile at that. A lady once told me she had changed manifestation methods 6 times in a single month. I suggested that perhaps the methods were not the ones becoming exhausted. It may simply have been her patience. The truth is, methods are only tools. Your expectations are what give them life. Think of it this way. Suppose you planted a rosebush this morning. You would not dig it up every afternoon to see whether it had grown another inch. You would trust the process. Yet many people treat their desires rather differently. They visualize on Monday. On Tuesday, they wonder why nothing has happened. By Wednesday, they are searching for another technique. By Thursday, they have decided manifestation doesn't work. And by Friday, they are watching another video entitled, "The One Secret Nobody Ever Told You." I do hope that isn't this one. Manifestation is not about chasing the next secret. It is about becoming consistent. Your thoughts, emotions, words, and expectations work best when they are all moving in the same direction. That is when life begins to feel less like a struggle and more like a natural unfolding. So, instead of asking yourself 10 times a day, "Where is it?" try asking, "Who am I becoming while I wait?" That question shifts your attention away from the clock and towards your own growth. And something rather remarkable often happens. The more peaceful you become, the less desperate you feel. The less desperate you feel, the more naturally you expect good things. And that quiet expectation is infinitely more powerful than forced enthusiasm. Before we continue, I'd love to ask you something. Have you ever manifested something only after you stopped worrying about it? If so, tell us your story in the comments below. You may encourage someone who is beginning to lose faith. Now, if consistency is the key, how can we make it part of our everyday lives without turning manifestation into another full-time job? So, how can you tell if your manifestation is moving in the right direction? The answer may surprise you. You become calmer. Not because you've given up, but because you've stopped fighting yourself. You no longer wake each morning wondering whether your dream is impossible. Instead, you quietly expect that life is moving in your favor, even if you cannot yet see all the pieces coming together. Florence often reminded us that faith is not something you switch on for 5 minutes each morning. It is a way of living, a way of thinking, a way of meeting each day with quiet confidence instead of constant doubt. If your manifestation seems slow, don't rush to change your affirmation. Don't assume you need another vision board, another journal, or another technique. Ask yourself one simple question. Am I spending more time believing or more time worrying? The answer to that question is often far more valuable than searching for another secret. Before we part, I'd like to leave you with this thought. Manifestation is not about persuading life to be kind to you. It is about becoming the kind of person who quietly expects good things to happen. There is a peaceful confidence in that way of living. And when your thoughts, your words, and your expectations finally begin walking together, life has a wonderful habit of opening doors that once appeared firmly closed. If this video has helped you see manifestation in a new light, I'd love to hear from you. What has been the biggest obstacle in your own manifestation journey? Share your thoughts in the comments below. You never know who your experience might encourage. And if this video resonated with you, give it a like and subscribe so we can continue this amazing journey together. Until next time, remember, life is always listening. The question is, what story are you telling it?